Hey, my name's Trevor and welcome to my channel, Airbnb Max Profit. Really appreciate you tuning in. I hope you enjoy the content. Very tropical backyard, modern looking pool deck, comfortable shaded seating. Put that down as a note too, right? Shaded seating. Modern on the inside, decent color scheme. Photography and staging is not as good as others that I've seen, and there's really no entertainment amenities in here other than television sets. So we should be able to outperform this guy with the budget that I have in mind, at least. And I'll call this a comp. This is number 5. All right, and what's he doing? 113? Trailing 12, 140 revenue potential. All right. So there's some ideas you can't go wrong with on the outside: a backyard shower, water feature on the pool, day beds, chase lounges, shade, umbrellas, pergola, etc. Hot tub, bocce ball, shaded covered seating, outdoor kitchen. All right, $35K might not be enough for that. Maybe not. You would need to do your own. You need to get some bids on that, right? This is a hasty cost estimate. I don't know for sure what that's going to cost. Interior design, that's materials and only $30K. Healthy budget for the interior. Labor $12K, DFI. Someone does all this for you, coordinates all of this, puts it all together. $15,000 for that service. $92,000. I'm gonna say really focusing on these last two, 140 and 125 revenue potential. Subject property is not listed, so that's why there's no intel there. We don't need that. This one. Or this one. There's no current management fee. There's none of that. This is a new buy. Oops. All right. Goodness. I'd target 140 with this property. That is going to take every bit of that budget to produce something that's capable of drawing in that type of revenue. But that's the number I'm going to go with. All right, 18% cleaning fees as a percentage of cost basis, or rather a percentage of revenue. I'm going to go 2.2 months revenue for variable expenses. All right, that puts our operational expense this property at 51%. It's doable. All right, and that would put our net operating income at $68,000 a year. That is what this gentleman would have to go towards his mortgage payment. All right, there you go. And a list of, a hasty list of ideas of what to do to get there. One last thing I want to do is check the occupancy. I spoke my notes out loud on all these. I didn't put them in there. But really, I wrote down what I think should be done based on what I'm seeing is working. All right. So now we do have a pool. All of these had a pool, so this line is actually not needed. They all got pools. All right. So let's look at the occupancy situation. This one doesn't have it. It's also got forward-looking revenue is an interesting thing to look at sometimes, which we can do that too. All right, so let's start with our occupancy situation. First, let's get this data running. This is a really cool plugin for heavy RankRease users. We got like over 50 properties listed on that. On our accounts, so they give us this little widget that's unlimited free usage. tells you the forward-looking revenue per month on average. And I don't know how it's coming up with that. This must be charging a lot. Oh, we're in April or March 2025. When we're really in October. This does look like a short-term calendar. They got good bookings. So yeah, I don't really have any reason to not believe this number right here. I wonder if the pool's heated. If you see 3 heateds when you control F search, then it's usually there, and sometimes it pops right up. Heated, private outdoor pool heated. Right? So I always see heated pools making a lot of money. They basically drive away seasonality and keep your winter months just as strong as your summer months. If you're in summer markets, if you're in winter markets, it makes your winters crazy good. And then pools make your summer months really good in general anyways, no matter where you're at. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down as a suggestion. I know I'm kind of skipping all over the place. I promised you I was going to dive into occupancy. I haven't done that yet. I will, I promise. Throw in pool heater. Remote controlled pool heater. That's $15K. For pool heater, remote controlling device, and running a gas line. There we go. We just got over 100K. But what are these guys doing? Right, this is more intelligence, so I'm going to actually go ahead and before I get into occupancy, I'm just going to finish out what I started here. Heated pool. They all got a pool. Is it a heated pool? We know the first one is a yes. Number 2. Heated pool is right there in the... 3 heated, so it's a heated pool. Heated is mentioned 4 times. It's also right there in the title. It's mentioned twice and it's in the title. So these all have heated pools. So I'm going to keep my revenue the same, but the heated pool is definitely a requirement to hit it. All right, so we know it's yes across the board. Let's finish up our occupancy quest. Okay, we got 3 bedrooms, 9 beds, 9 guests. Let's see this time and time again. The target bed count is your occupancy. Match your occupancy. Every guest gets 100% of their own bed. This means you can appeal to every group demographic of 9. Okay? Every group of 9. It could be a bunch of couples. It could be a menage. I guess that would be a trois, however the word for 9 is, right? They could all be fine with like piling into the same bed. You could have one bed for that group of 9, but that group of 9 probably comes to the area like once in the 1st of February, right? So you appeal to no group of actual 9 people. But when you have 9 beds, then you appeal to every single group of 9 people, right? 9 individuals, 3 couples, 4 couples. You can accommodate every group of 9. Okay, so that's also part of the reason why this property is so successful compared to everyone else, without a doubt, right? Yes to heated pool. Check out our occupancy and bed count. 358. 3 bedrooms, 5 beds, 8 guests. It's not bad, right? 63% of a bed per guest. Then standard is 50% of a bed per guest. Bed count is half the guest count. That is what most people do. So if you are doing better than most in that regard, you'll do better than most in terms of revenue. All right, 358. This one also has a heated pool. $3,710. This is one of my competitors that is really, 4 and 5 are the most closely related to the subject property, and this forward revenue number per month is a little alarming. 478. His occupancy is a little low. He's got 4 bedrooms. He should be able to accommodate more than 8 guests, at least 10. 56. Doing well. I mean, perfect 5-star rating after 48 reviews. That's hard to pull off. So probably got really great page rankings, but he's got a fully blocked calendar. He is not booked out like that. No freaking way. No review recency. This isn't a comp. This has a data integrity problem. I do not believe the number that AirDNA is giving us, so we're going to swap that out. So far we've only found one property off a waterway. I trust the number that AirDNA is giving us. It's not that one. This one's gone. Let me just double check this one. Did I check it? I thought I did. Nothing. A little bit looking for a patchwork of bookings. We've got some recency here. Last week, last month again, month before. Okay. And the numbers on this property are a little weaker than others. So I think, this property has very low occupancy. So I think with some changing their pricing management, they could get the forward-looking revenue per month up. All right, this guy's on a waterway. We need another property not on a waterway. Looks like it. Got a dated property, late 90s, early 2010s. Dope pool deck. I mean, I like all the covered shade. We got the hot tub, little outdoor kitchen thing going on back there. This is definitely budget backyard. Like, how do I make it really, really nice, but on a budget? At least compared to what the other properties did. You know, wicker furniture is not the most expensive furniture. They got a lot of that. Actually, it's all wicker furniture. These shade structures are like $1,000 a pop, which is about the same cost as probably having someone coming out and install this pergola, which both are way cheaper than building, shade structures that come off of the house and kind of blend in with it. This outdoor kitchen, I mean, it's cool. I like it. This is a nice little, $5,000 outdoor kitchen setup right here. Lots of vegetation. This is a comp. Data integrity, huh? Let's take a look at it. So how many reviews do we have? 63. All right. You got some history on you. Forward-looking calendar, patchwork of bookings, no consistency. Yep, that box is checked. Recency, last month. Okay, that's good enough. I think we checked the boxes we need to check. And yeah, this is what budget will get you compared to poor pricing management, but expensively done property, compared to well-located, well-designed, and well-priced. Gets you to 62% occupancy per month compared to 31. All right. This just needs pricing management. Get this occupancy up. Occupancy is the easiest thing to control, right? You can have 0% occupancy. You can have 100% occupancy. You can have any number between. It is basic supply and demand. You raise the price, less people book. You lower, more people book. Simple as that. Forward-looking occupancy, you need to have a target. And I guarantee it's not 3%. Forward-looking for the next 3 months. The proper target. All right, let's just wrap up this last one on the occupancy. We've got 3,610, a little light compared to the competitors, closer to that 50% mark that we want to get as far away and to the right from as possible. 3,610, right? I think that was the numbers I just said. Have a heated pool. Yep. Gotta heat pool. All right, now let's plug in our forward-looking metrics just so we have those in place and just help us get an understanding of how you need to manage pricing and what else. Pricing is 50% of the revenue you earn, and then the other 50% is everything else about the property and how you treat the guest. Right, so this guy's doing everything right. He's managing his pricing properly. He's got more forward occupancy than anyone else. He could have nothing. He could have more occupancy but less revenue. So his occupancy, his pricing game seems to be pretty well on point. Or the house is just so great he doesn't even need to do it, because it is an exceptional house compared to literally everything else. He might just be doing a straight $1,000 a night. No, he's not. He's got some variation in there. Okay. It's interesting how it comes out to $1,000 flat. That's rare, but it happens. All right, so this is 2743, 67, and 1,000. 2743. All right, so he's got $20,000 a month on average on the books already for the next 3 months. Okay, 3425 and 41%. All right, so I just went ahead and paused while I just did some data entry for you, because you don't need to watch me do all that. Normally I have 2 screens and I can look at one of them, enter, look instead of going back and forth like this crap I'm doing here. Anyways, look at this. All right, so this property that is not on the waterway and not as nice as the others. Okay, this is one of the off-waterway properties. The one that's, it's a nice property, it's very nice, but still these guys are a step above. And he is pricing his property just like these ones that are on a waterway. So I'm just getting more and more confident in the conclusion that the waterway adds a ton of revenue. And even all things else being equal, this property, the design and amenities is within 80% of these guys, these 2 guys in particular, making a bunch of money, but he's not on a waterway and he's pricing himself just the same. Average daily rate 610, average daily rate 610, right? And he's 3% occupied forward looking, and this guy is 62. So this is a pricing management problem all day. This average revenue per month of $815 can easily be increased by lowering prices. Right? Sometimes you got to do that. In this business to make more money, because he's not making any money right now. All right, so now look at this property that has $3,500 a month on the books forward looking, 31% occupancy, right? And it's priced at $385 a night on it for the average rate. This property is not near as nice as this one. Okay, this is the one that was done, the budget backyard, right? Compared to what looked like a very expensive backyard and interior. This was dated, cheap backyard. It's making it's got 3 times as much money on the books forward looking as this property. Right, so I don't think this property needs to go down to 385, but you got to get under 610 to get this revenue, get this occupancy up, and get your revenue up. Whoever owns this property, I hope you see this. Okay, we have a pretty complete picture of, I think, what this property can do and what needs to be put into it to make it happen. All right, to get 140 in top line out of this property and expect about $68,000 in operating income, all you got left is your mortgage payment. This is what you need to do. You need to do really great backyard with a pool water feature, day beds, just great shaded seating. Okay, backyard, an outdoor shower, a hot tub, bocce ball, or something equivalent. Shaded covered seating. This might be a redundancy. We can get rid of that. But I also mean, aside from day beds, chase lounges, and the shade around the pool, shaded covered seating like for dining, etc. Okay, clarify that. So other uses than just lounging by the pool, sitting by the pool and eating, having dinner. I guess I just mean dining. Outdoor kitchen will definitely bring you above your competitors. And then remote controlled pool heater. Remote controlled pool heater. $30K materials for interior design, $12K for labor to do install. That's just for interior design, and $15K if a service provider does all of this for you. That's what it would take for this property.